Hey, good to see you all. My name is this guy. Elmo Karjalainen. Today I'm taking a look at an MXR carbon copy and a TC Electronic mini flashback. And I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so like I said, I'm taking a look at the TC Electronic mini flashback and the MXR carbon copy analog delay. They're slightly different in a sense because the carbon copy is just an analog delay, but the TC Electronic can basically be anything. You can load basically any kind of delay type into it. I've loaded the analog delay into it, so just to see how they compare. This is partly because I need a delay pedal for my pedal board, and these are my kind of top two choices at the moment, at least. I was recommended the MXR by someone I really trust, and I've seen positive stuff about the flashback online. Now, what else do I have? I have an Ibanez Universe going into a Fender Ingve overdrive and a noise gate, then a Marshall 1987X, then a Marshall cab with greenbacks. It's all mic'd up with an AKG C414, and yeah, well, I'll just turn on the amp and get going. Okay, so I forgot to say I have both pedals in the loop. With this amp, I can't put them before the preamp because the amp creates a bit of distortion, so that wouldn't work. So I have to have them in the loop, and I'm hoping that they'll not color the sound at all. Well, anyway, here's the clean sound. And with the Fender Ingve overdrive, it sounds like this. Except I don't have the noise gate turned on. There we go. It's very nice, but it needs a bit of delay. So, I have everything set to 12 on both pedals, and we'll start with the TC Electronic and see how that does. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what this is, I have GoPro set up, so hopefully you can see the pedals somewhere on the screen. If you can't, that means that the video from the GoPro was no good. Hey, learning by failing, that's all good. So, TC Electronic, everything at 12 o'clock. Okay, so a bit too much delay. Let's see what the carbon copy does right out of the gate. Okay, so very different. Both have too much delay going on. The carbon copy, the delay is much shorter on that, but I'll turn down the mix on both, and regeneration on both, or it's called regeneration on the MXR and feedback on the flashback. I'll turn both of those to 9 o'clock, and as well as the mix, and see what happens. Here's the TC Electronic. Could do with a bit more delay, so I'll add a bit more to the effects level. Okay, so it's slightly much now. I'll just take a bit off. It's now just over 9 o'clock. Bit less feedback still. And take the delay time down a bit. Still a bit much delay, so I took the delay level down a bit. Okay, so that's kind of in the ballpark, at least with the clean sound. We'll see what it sounds like with overdrive. In the ballpark. I think I'll have to fiddle with that a bit still, but we'll go back to that. I'll try the MXR. So same thing with that, mix at 9 o'clock and regeneration, same thing. Delay time's a bit short, I'll add a bit to that. Better. Quite close. Try with overdrive. There's a difference in sound going on here. I'll just check without the delay and then check with each delay to see how the sound changes, if it does. That was without. Here's the TC Electronic. Okay. Didn't happen anything. Didn't happen anything. Nothing happened to the sound. My English is falling to pieces. Here's the MXR. Okay, so seems the MXR doesn't like the loop. That's a real bummer. Especially since I bought this pedal and now it seems I can't use it. Crap. Yeah, the MXR darkens the sound quite a bit, and that's a big, big no-no. Ah, damn it. Well, can't be helped. It does sound quite nice otherwise, but yeah, I can't use that if it does that in the loop. I'll show you what it has a modulation button. I'll show what that does. That adds a bit of modulation to the delays. And it sounds like this. Now it's off. Now it's on. A subtle difference there. Actually, I think it adds it to the signal as well. I'm not sure. It sounds a bit seasick. Yeah, not my cup of tea. The TC Electronic though, that sounds great. I'll add a bit more to effects level and try again, see if I could dial in just the amounts I want. It's very good. It sounds great. I'll just drop the feedback a bit more. See, it helps if you turn it on. Yep, that's my new delay pedal. Definitely very, very good, and it deals with the effects loop brilliantly, unlike the MXR, which is a shame, because I kind of wanted to keep both. Well, I'll have to get rid of one. My original idea was that I could keep the analog delay, the MXR, as that kind of a thing, and use the flashback for a more extreme kind of delay, because you can load different kinds of things into it, but seems I can't do that. Well, you can't win them all. That's basically all I have for you today, a bit of a comparison between the MXR and the TC Electronic. All of this being said, if you have a clean setup where you just run pedals into the front of a very clean amp, like a Fender of some kind, I'm absolutely sure that the carbon copy would work. But on the other hand, so would the TC Electronic. With this amp it won't work because there's a bit of distortion going on, and it creates this kind of annoying effect when you bend the notes and you get the pick attack repeated during the notes, and it breaks up the bent notes. So that's not good. So I can't use the MXR in front of this if I want to use this, because this pedal board that I'm building will be both for live use when I'm traveling light and have something waiting for me where I go. So I need a kind of multi-purpose board and something that I can use with this as well. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked the video. Please feel free to comment any thoughts whatsoever. If you have experience with these pedals, let me know. And please feel free to support me on Patreon if you haven't, because I buy all the gear that I use. This MXR set me back a bit. So you get an honest review and honest opinion. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. I think I'll stop saying and play a bit using the TC Electronic Flashback delay. Good to see you. See you again, hopefully very soon. Take care. Bye.